Guys, big breaking news coming out. Millions of Americans are about to see skyrocketing healthcare prices. It's already happening. Everything's going up. The cost of living, again, everything's going up. Food prices. It's just the struggle that continues on, a never ending trending. All right. Americans are trying to, survive and hold on to whatever they have, but it just man, you try to go see a doctor and it's just an arm and a leg, and even though we have a president, and I'm not trying to bash Donald here, but sometimes you have to put your foot down when he says certain things like, he said that the economy is booming, America is back where it's at right now, we are doing great, tariff is on stop. I don't see none of it. I don't see none of it. Again, the struggle is real. It's even worse. But again, he needs to focus on the cost of living. He needs to focus on, bringing stuff down. I can understand, he's taking care of business when it comes to foreign countries and stuff and the southern border, and I really, I appreciate that. But again, the American people are still struggling. The rich, well, they living good. Gold is going up, everything's going up, Bitcoin's going up, so they're becoming again the richer get rich. Excuse me, the rich get richer, and the poor gets poorer. All right, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. All right, let's see what's going on here. Americans are expected to see skyrocketing healthcare prices as the open enrollment period for insurance through the Affordable Care Act marketplace begins on Saturday. It's just it's really bad nowadays. I don't think people could afford insurance. I think what the cheapest one is. I mean, for one person, it's like $250 a month, and that's the cheapest one. If you want to get the gold standard, I mean, good luck with that. Good luck with that. You need to make thousands of dollars. Again, you need to make at least 100,000 a year in order to take care of your entire family. Uh, about 24 million people buy health insurance through the marketplace, the majority of whom used to receive tax credit to lower the monthly price. Without credits, the monthly cost could rise by 114% on average, according to health research nonprofit KFF. Now, this could mean an extra $1,000 a year, and in some cases, much more. And nowadays, people truly need insurance. I just feel like nowadays, people is going through more health issue. I just feel like people is catching more health issue, especially at a younger age. Like my situation, diverticulosis. A lot of people when they get diverticulosis, that's like in the age of 50. But I'm hearing people's getting it at the age of 20. 20 diverticulosis at the age of 20. A lot of it because the things they put in the food. I mean, it just again, you don't hear diverticulosis going on in other countries. I mean, some yes, but here in America is number one because of the stuff they put in food. It says here, you have the left have demanded that the healthcare subsidized, which expire at the end of the year, be extended in exchange for ending the month-long federal gov shutdown. The right, the leaders, have argued that the insurance issues should be dealt with separately and after the gov reopens. Though some conservative lawmakers have expressed concerns with the subsidized ending. For those who had previously made use of the tax credits, the new cost could be a shock. Stacey Cox and her husband, who are small business owners in Utah, were paying $495 a month for health insurance a month. Let's stop there for a second. $495 a month. I mean, that's for health insurance. What about the rent? What about electric? What about car insurance? What about gas? What about the water bill? What about, all these other stuff? Again, just add it up. We're talking about almost $5,000 a month you have to make in order to survive. I mean, again, two-bedroom apartment nowadays, they go for like $2,800. $2,800. And then you have the insurance $500, 28 to 930, that's $3,300. And then the energy bills, like let's say 300, that's $3,600. Add the other ones, it's like $4,700 you got to pay a month. I mean, not too many people make that type of money. This is why I'm seeing all this for sale sign. I do Uber Eats, and yesterday I seen so many houses for sale all over the place. I'm like, this is getting bad. It's getting bad because people can't afford it. People can't afford it. And the people that's buying these homes, believe it or not, and I do my research, a lot of them are foreigners. They just snatching them. This is why I tell Americans, hold on to your house. If you have to rent a room to your roommate or someone, do it. But don't give up your home because someone else is going to snatch that thing. All right, so it says here, Mrs. Cox said that without the tax credit, their monthly premiums are estimated to rise $2,168. Look at that, 338% increase. That is not a normal number. I'm sorry. These numbers that we're seeing right now, that's socialist stuff right there. Oh my goodness. Ooh. I need water. Man. Wow. Give me a second here. So it says here, it's horrific to actually see real numbers. And look, guys, me and my wife, we were doing our insurance, research and stuff like that because the enrollment plan and stuff. And I want to cry. I'm like, man, it's just, is that the cheapest? And again, these are for Americans that work and pay tax. Those that collect like SNAP and stuff like that, they got the Medicare or Medicaid stuff. But again, this is like for average American that works every day. And man, it's brutal. It's just absolute brutal. I mean, how can an American live like that? It wasn't like that back in the days. It wasn't like that. And for Donald to say that we're living, we the best economy in the world, where? Where do you see that, Donald? Where do you see that? But again, the rich only think about the rich, and again, the poor is a whole different ballgame. If the subsidies are not extended, Mrs. Cox said that she and her husband will cancel their health plan and buy some type of emergency insurance, which would not cover any of their routine preventative health care costs. It's sad because it's happening to many of us. The backup plan is worrying, she said, who has an autoimmune disease, and her husband, who has hereditary cardiovascular disease. I can understand. I got my situation, my diverticulosis. So what I do is, again, I do my research. I go to the gym. I work out. I eat healthy. I stay away from spicy stuff, salt and stuff like that. Stop drinking soda, and just eat healthy. Do your research. I followed this person on TikTok, and she said that she had diverticulosis, and she found a way to deal with it, because if you eat certain food, it could trigger your colons. It could inflame it, and it's something that's very annoying. It's not painful. It's just very annoying feeling. But yeah, we are definitely seeing scriptures when Jesus said there will be famines, there will be pestilence in various places. Ever since we hit the year 2020, a lot of stuff has been popping up. All this crazy stuff. Is horribly stressful, she said, because what I know is that the emergency plan is not going to cover what I need. I feel you, sister. I feel you. Yep. Experts say that about 7 million, like Mrs. Cox, are expected to stop buying health insurance. Yep. I believe it. I totally believe what's being reported here is 100% accurate. Through the marketplace, if the tax credit ends, of those, between 4 and 5 million are expected to lose healthcare coverage altogether because they won't be able to find other means, some experts suggest. The problem is everything is so expensive and it keeps going up. I mean, come on. The electric bill for the summer. I truly despise summer. I'm like, great. Here's June. And then here comes the bill, and the most I had was $570. My thermostat was on 78. It's always on 78. Even the winter. The winter time is on 78. My bill is like $275. And then when summer comes, nobody touches the thermostat, and my bill is like almost $600. I called the electric company, spoke to the manager, what's going on. Well, apparently it's summertime, and so what? What's that supposed to mean? Well, your machine is working overtime. I'm like, it's 78 degrees. It's always been 78. So, and plus, I'm not gonna turn that off. It's like I live in the state of Florida, and it gets really hot. But I had it one time. I had it on 81, and that only bring it down to like $420. But man, it's just brutal. Lawmakers remain at impasse over the issue as they enter the second month of the Gov shutdown. The left are seeking to renew the subsidized and reverse steep cuts the U.S. Commander-in-Chief made to Medicaid, the Gov-run program which provides health care insurance for low-income adults, young ones, pregnant women, and elderly, and people with disability. That's basically the SNAP. The SNAP stuff, which was only meant for temporary, but people took advantage of that system. I mean, it's the entire Sleeping Giant system is so messed up. Everything is just messed up. It says here, some of the right lawmakers have criticized that subsidized as part of the Obamacare legislation that they do not support. That Obamacare is so expensive. My neighbor, very nice guy. I actually met him. He's a veteran, but he's a left, but he's not one of those crazy ones. He's like, man, I gotta get all my teeth removed, and I'm like, yeah, that's really expensive. I'm like, what insurance? He's like, I got Obamacare, but it's so. I'm like, that's the reason why you got that. That thing is really expensive. But yeah, I mean, people nowadays can afford it. But at least a few conservative lawmakers have said they want the tax credit to continue, including Donald ally, used to be ally, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who has said she is absolutely disgusted by the subsidized ending. Americans were also facing the possibility of a suspension of food aid used by more than 40 million because of the Gov shutdown. But judges on Friday ruled that Donald must pay for the SNAP benefits using emergency funds. Donald reacted to the legal decision via Truth Social on Friday, saying, our Gov lawyers do not think we have the legal authority to pay SNAP with certain monies we have available, and now two courts have issued conflicting opinions on what we can and cannot do. I have instructed our lawyers to ask the court to clarify how we can legally fund SNAP as soon as possible. All right, so that's all the information there. This information was shared by End Time Headlines on November 30th, 2024. Fine. And I did post a video about Social Security. That's going to be a massive hit. That Social Security is going to be one of the big ones. They're talking about in the year 2033, people that retired are not going to get the full stuff. They're possibly going to get half. The rest is going to go to the debt or whatever. But by the time I reach 60 something, I believe by the time I reach the retirement, it's going to be 80. 80 years old retirement. That's crazy. But by the time I reach that milestone, again, which Lewis is still going to be working, but I don't think Social Security is going to be around. It's just everything's going to be so messed up. There's a possibility by the time I turn 80, the U.S. debt will be $100 trillion. The struggle is real, but the Bible says that there will be many events to come. The system will fall. There's no fixing it. It's like there's no fixing Roman Empire. It was going to crash anyway. There's no fixing Medo Persia or Greece or, the Babylonians. There's no fixing it. It's all going to come down. Just like the system, there's no fixing it. It's all going to come down. It's going to crash. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I know everybody's going out there. Everybody out there struggling. You're not the only one. Trust me, you're not the only one. A lot of people trying to pay bills, rents, and stuff like that. You're not the only one. But we have good news. There is a king. His name is Jesus Christ. He has a world waiting for us. For only righteous dwell. We don't have to worry about paying rent or none of that type of stuff. Let's live life cheerful. I know it's stressful, but we must remind ourselves that we have something good, and his name is Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Till next time later. Peace.